Shout out to my ex-best friend for the shirt. Girl, you knew I love Beyonce, but you didn't love me enough. In the wise words of Jaclyn Hill, the bigger the hoop, the bigger the hole. Just kidding. Hey guys, how are you? How you doing? How you feeling? I am doing pretty good. Feeling myself today. I'm feeling myself today. I'm feeling myself today. Gonna film a story time. So today, ironically, speaking of my ex-best friend getting me the shirt, another ex-best friend of mine has something to do with the story I'm about to tell you guys, and it is the first time I got drunk. We've all been there, probably underage, although that's a bad thing. Do not do underage drinking. I am telling you, nothing good will come of it. Your body just can't handle it at that age. Your brain is not at the right state to be making those kind of decisions, let alone the decisions you make after you drink. Now I will say, although this story takes place when I was actually 15, I did not drink as a teenager. I drank my first time and got drunk when I was 15, but I did not drink again until I was like, I don't know, 18 or 19, which is the legal age. Yes, Marika, we get drunk earlier than you. So basically, I had this friend over who was one of my best friends. Let's call her Ribbon, because I see a ribbon right there. Ribbon and I were very close in high school. We hung out all the time together. We were always seen together. Like, I was very actually antisocial in high school. Like, I wasn't mean to people. I was just very to myself and just hung out with a very few amount of people. This girl was one of those people. I mentioned this friend in my how I lost my best friends video, the ones that ended up putting me down because I was going to college and stuff like that. So this is that friend. Obviously that didn't end up working out, and our parents didn't even like each other. They didn't like us being friends and all of that. But anyways, before any of that happened, we had a pretty good friendship. We were really close, and we did a lot of stupid things together that I don't regret. But one night I decided to have her over at my place for a sleepover. We were watching movies, we were eating popcorn, we were just having a jolly old time, taking selfies. Selfies were a thing in high school for me. Like, I was always the girl with the camera, so every time I was with anyone hanging out, I was always taking pictures, and it was the one that you can't even see the picture you're taking. Like, you have to, like, go like this and then look at it. It was... You think you take a lot of selfies now on your phone with a front camera? You don't know the struggle. Little did I know, or actually I don't remember. I don't know if I was in on it or not, but all I know is that she basically waited until my parents were asleep to pop out a bottle of Smirnoff green apple. I remember this like it was yesterday. Ugh. Never again will I drink Smirnoff green apple, or even Smirnoff. Like, Smirnoff was like the thing back then. When you're a teenager or when you're just coming of age, Smirnoff is like, yes, vodka, let's get drunk off vodka, Smirnoff. It was just live, how we called it back in the day. Smirnoff was live. For you younglings out there, that was our version of lit. That day I also had made her, this is a very important fact of the story actually, I made her a chocolate cake, and I actually didn't want any. I had dinner very early, but she had some chocolate cake that I made it because I'm such a good friend. I was really into baking back in the day, so I was like, I'm just gonna make my best friend a chocolate cake and be all cute. So she popped that big old thing out. It was a 26er of it. We're like giggling, all like, ooh, we're so bad. We get like shot glasses, because we did have shot glasses at our house. Like, whenever my family would have like gatherings, sometimes we would drink. Like, my family's not big on drinking, but like sometimes for like Christmas or New Year's there would be like some kind of alcohol, very subtle though. So we did have shot glasses, and we got some, and we ended up drinking a third of the bottle. Now I remember just being dizzy and like not knowing what I was doing. I did not like the taste of it. It was disgusting. Still is to this day. Who actually likes vodka? Like, who drinks vodka and says, this is so delicious? Nobody. And if you say that, why are you always lying? So while I'm trying to figure out my body parts and my balance and my mental state, while I'm trying to figure out my entire freaking life, my best friend is off basically hooking up with my brother. Like, they were like flirting and giggling, and I think they were making out or something. I was honestly too drunk to like know what they were doing, but I was like, help, I'm pretty sure she had drank before, so it didn't hit her as hard as it hit me. It was my first time. I don't know if she knew that actually. I think I might have lied about it. But point is, I was basically like crawling on the floor, like I couldn't even walk. And it came to the point where I blacked out. I do not remember anything, but I'm going to tell the story from now on from what they told me. Because in the morning, They told me everything that's about to follow that I'm going to tell you. So apparently, I was so drunk, and like as they told me this, I kind of remembered it in my head. I remember crawling to the kitchen very slowly and painfully because they were in the kitchen hiding from me or something. And I remember this because I was so thirsty. I was like, water, I want water. And then all of a sudden I just stopped, and this is how it went. Water. I was covered, and I do remember kind of coming back into my senses, them cleaning me off and being like, oh, you're so disgusting. And I think my best friend at the time thought it was so disgusting that she booked it to the bathroom, and at least she made it to the bathroom, but she didn't quite get in the toilet because as she was lifting, this is so gross, as she was lifting the lid of the toilet, she just went bleh. So basically she puked all over the lid of the toilet, and then everything just fell over. Oh, it was a mess. And since she had that beautiful chocolate cake of mine, it all went to waste. So you can imagine the puke. Ugh. Hers was like all brown and it basically looked like poop, and mine was all green, like your typical puke. I wonder if all the Smirnoff bottles, whatever like flavor they have and whatever color it is, you puke at that color if like you haven't eaten anything else. But yeah, I learned my lesson, like, especially with my size. Like, I've been, since I was 14, I've been like 90 pounds. And that's never changed. I'm 23 now and I'm still 90 pounds. So I am tiny. Alcohol does not sit well with me. I am such a lightweight, and that was just enough for me to be like, I'm not drinking for another couple years. And like, I say that now and I never mean it, but back then I was like, ugh, no. But in a sense, it was like, that's what you get for not taking care of me and being too busy with my brother. Why do brothers do that? Like, get your own girls. Like, why does it have to be all my friends? I really don't understand. But that's basically the first time I got drunk. Sorry if this video is really short. Like, it's not that huge of a story. First time being drunk for some people may be like this really long story, but for me it was just that. It was just gross and unnecessary and painful and enough for me to learn my lesson. I was gonna say don't drink and drive. Don't do that either, but don't drink if you're underage. No. No, no, no. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up for more story times. Subscribe if you haven't already because, as you know, it's free. And I'll see you guys next time.